Hi YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elysia English and we just surpassed 40,000 subscribers. Today we spent some time cleaning up the shop, which was perfect for the week ahead where we have lots of orders. A couple of the orders that I have involve using the scroll saw, so I thought it would be the perfect time to do some beginner tips and tricks on how to use a scroll saw. Over the past couple of years running my business, I used my jigsaw for a lot of projects. It was one of the first tools that I bought that I used in my shop. As my projects get more advanced and more detailed, this jigsaw just wasn't cutting it. My mother-in-law was able to gift me a scroll saw that she didn't really use anymore. It's become one of my favorite tools in my shop. I've only been learning how to use my scroll saw for about 6 to 8 months, and I've been doing quite a few projects, practicing as much as I possibly can. So I've learned a couple of things along the way that I'm going to share with you while we work on a cool DIY during this video. I designed some 3D woodcut wall art pieces that I was able to take to a spring show that I had. I actually sold quite a few of these and they've been really popular orders coming up. The versatility of this project is endless, so I think I can think of a lot of really cool ideas going forward to make more of these, but today we're going to make an ocean creature one, because who doesn't like the ocean? If you don't have a silhouette camera, you can trace a photo out of a book or draw your own shapes. We're gonna head to the scroll saw and cut it out. I'm using a fine tooth blade for my 1/2-inch plywood. You're going to want to use a bigger tooth blade if you're gonna use thicker wood. Before I start cutting up my shark, I wanna cut off any excess that I have so this board isn't in my way while I'm cutting out my shape. There is a low and a high speed. I'm going to drop my gate so that it's the same height as the board that I'm using. Make sure that it's twist on tight. And I'm gonna cut with my guard down because safety first. Scroll sawing is actually super fun and super easy. All you're doing is following your trace line. So you're going to run your blade all the way, say down here, starting the tip of the shark, and then I'm gonna go all the way off here to lose that piece of my wood. If you have a nice spot where you can actually make the turn, you can keep going. But as a beginner, you might wanna just take off a whole section of shape and then start on to your next section of shape. You wanna make sure that you apply firm pressure to hold your board tight against the base of your scroll saw. That way you won't have the vibration in the moving and you'll get a cleaner cut when you're cutting. You're going to see when I'm cutting that my fingers go close to where the blade is. I'm actually not anywhere out of the safety zone here, and I know this guard is going to protect me if I don't put my fingers any closer than where that is. You'll get a feel of where you're most comfortable when you're using your scroll saw. Use your own discretion because you can cut off your finger if you put it in front of the blade. Once you develop more practice, you'll be able to go around the bend. You see when doing the tail that I went all the way to this spot and then I backed my way out so that I can start in from another shape so I can cut that piece off. When I was approaching to get into this area, I start going a lot slower so I can just touch where that line went. That way it doesn't make a cut in mark where those pieces joined. Older Dremel model scroll saw. I would like to invest in a better scroll saw one day, but this one works perfectly good for now. So secondhand tools will work just as well. Now I'm going to sand the backside edges of my shark. I love working on small projects like this where I get to do a little bit of hand painting. Part of the reason why I like doing small paintings like this is because I like to make my own colors. So this allows me to make a whole bunch of custom colors to create some of these small shapes. So I'm gonna paint this shark gray. While I'm waiting for my shark background to dry, I'm going to paint some beads that I'm going to use for this hanger that I'm creating. Little tip when painting beads is to stick them on the end hole of a paintbrush. I have some really neat geometric beads and they're wood, so I'm going to actually apply a little bit of stain with them to see if I can get some of the detailing to show up when I'm done. So I have my shark ready, and I previously created a humpback whale and a blue whale. And what I'm gonna do is make a hanging bathroom wall art for a kid's bathroom. To join them, I'm going to use some screw eyes, some jute, and my beads. I know that I want my humpback to be my bottom one, so I only need a screw eye in the middle of the top of his back. My shark is the middle. He will need one on the middle of his bottom and the middle of his top. To join them together, I'm going to use the jute and tie some knots and add some beads. Here are a few examples of some orders that I have this week for these awesome wall hangers. As you can see, the possibilities are endless, from a friendly toothbrushing reminding T-Rex, to a farmhouse kitchen, to an ocean bathroom. There's so many different options. You can use these for absolutely any shape that you can drop or come up with. This is a super easy project that will give you great practice using the scroll saw if you're a beginner. We have lots more scroll saw projects planned, so this was a great tutorial to get you guys started. Let me know in the comments section if you practice your own scrolling and which shape you would make for your own hanger. If you thought these hangers turned out great, smash that like button. We have lots of amazing content coming your way: trash to treasures, thrift to treasures, auction to treasures, and more DIY projects for holidays. I know you guys are waiting for holiday and fall videos. We absolutely love hearing from you guys, so please leave any video suggestions in the comment section. With 40,000 people in our YouTube family, we can't possibly thank you guys enough. Our channel keeps growing every single day, and we're so thankful. If you're new here, come be a part of our YouTube family and hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next project.